Hey everybody, this is Bill. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking college football as the season approaches, and we're going to preview the Big 12 conference. So join us as we take a look at the Big 12. I think many did, but I did not see the Les Miles experiment at Kansas ending in such a dumpster fire. But there are plenty of those burning all around the Kansas football program. One thing I can tell you is that new coach Lance Leipold is fantastic. And if anyone can get it done in Lawrence, it's him. Leipold did wonders with Buffalo quickly. 16 starters returned at Kansas, but playmakers are scarce. Wide receiver Kwame Lassiter and linebacker Kyron Johnson are leaders to work with, and newcomer Devon Neal at running back could certainly provide a spark. Over at Baylor, the Bears are a decent team, but there is a gaping hole at quarterback. Talent does return in the backfield, and the top receivers are back, most notably R.J. Sneed. 10 starters return on defense, but Baylor gave up 30 points per game. Linebacker Terrell Bernard and safety Jalen Petrie lead the unit. Getting quality quarterback play will be critical for Baylor, and with a shaky offensive line, which may have led former signal caller Charlie Brewer to head on over to Utah in a transfer, that seems rather unlikely. At Texas Tech, the Red Raiders have the offensive firepower to raid opposing stop troops for some big yardage and a barrage of points. Tyler Shaw transfers in from Oregon to take over at quarterback, and he has a tall, athletic, veteran receiving corps led by all Big 12 player Eric Uzukama to target. All top rushers return. Corner DeMarcus Fields leads the defensive unit, a unit torched for 36 points per game a year ago. For Texas Tech to make some real noise in the league, improvement is needed on the stop sign, but they do have 8 starters coming back, so that is a possibility. Kansas State started 4-1 with wins at Oklahoma and at home against Texas Christian before quarterback Skylar Thompson was lost for the season due to injury. Thompson is among 10 offensive starters that are back, which includes elusive running back and dynamic kick returner Deuce Vaughn. The offensive line is pretty decent as well. The defensive strength is the secondary with K-State, led by Justin Gardner and Jaron McPherson. Kansas State does not have the complete package to challenge for an upper division finish, but they are capable of going bowling and delivering another big upset. Neil Brown is building something at West Virginia. With 9 of the top 10 receivers, a stellar back in Letty Brown, and an emerging quarterback in Jarrett Dodge all returning, the Mounties are poised to be potent offensively. Led by defensive tackle Dante Sills and nose tackle Akeem Messidor, West Virginia is stout up front on the stop side, where 8 starters return. West Virginia hosts Virginia Tech out of conference in a biggie and splits home and away with the top Big 12 contenders. The Mountaineers are a dangerous veteran team that could certainly pull off an upset or two, and they should definitely be bowling. Mike Gundy always has Okie State ready to rock, and 2021 will be no different. Only 13 starters return, but the Cowboys are indeed dangerous. Spencer Sanders returns at quarterback, and there are offensive weapons available. The offensive line is a team strength. The defense is experienced, with leading tackler Malcolm Rodriguez returning. And the secondary, led by all-star safety Colby Harville Peel, is particularly strong. The schedule is favorable, and Bedlam is in Stillwater, so who knows? Over at Austin, the problem for Texas may be at quarterback, where new coach Steve Sarkisian will have to work his magic. Casey Thompson shined in the bowl game and has plenty of tools, but many have placed their bets on Hudson Card. Either way, under the tutelage of Sarkisian, the position should be ascending throughout the season. Texas has talented backs. Bijan Robinson is capable of national honors, and Rashawn Johnson would start at many locations across the country. This will give the Horns a solid 1-2 punch. Joshua Moore is an all-conference receiver, and freshman Xavier Worthy will be heavily involved. The tight end position is strong, with Cade Brewer back, along with Texas welcoming 5-star recruit Jatavian Sanders. Plenty of talent returns for the Longhorns defensively, primarily found on the back end. The linebacking core is spearheaded by weak side terror DeMarvion Overshone, who is an all-conference player to be sure. They're not quite there yet, but the Horns are pretty good. The 2021 Cyclones, who fell just short of the Big 12 title a year ago, have almost the entire team coming back. 20 starters with a sprinkle of newcomers who can add tremendous value. Look out, folks. The storm the Clones will deliver will be devastating. The Cyclones have an All-America player at running back in sophomore Breece Hall, who is simply excellent. The weapons on the receiving end are stellar. Tight end Charlie Kolar is an All-America candidate and a very dangerous target for quarterback Brock Purdy. Up front, defensive end Will McDonald is an All-Big 12 player, and rangy, strong-side All-America linebacker Michael Rose is back. Rose is stellar and a Butkus Award candidate. Safety Greg Ellsworth is another returning All-America player, a top-notch safety. Matt Campbell has done an excellent job in Ames, and this is probably the best Iowa State team ever. Are they good enough to knock off the Sooners? Not twice. Without question, the Oklahoma Sooners will be prolific on offense in 2021. Redshirt freshman quarterback Spencer Rattler, who improved as time went on in a 2020 season, which saw him throw 28 touchdowns versus only 7 interceptions, only 2 of which occurred after midseason, is primed to lead OU to another national championship, along with being a favorite for the Heisman Trophy. Honors candidates, plenty of depth, both return. Among the backs and receivers, defensively, the Sooners return 8 starters, including the top 5 tacklers on the stop side, and the unit should be uncharacteristically stout. Up front, defensive tackle Perrion Winfrey is an All-America candidate, as is defensive end Isaiah Thomas. All-America sophomore linebacker Nick Bonito, who had 10 quarterback hurries in 2020, returns to wreak havoc. Leading tackler Brian Asamoah is also back. Folks, Oklahoma primed to run the table, including the Big 12 championship game, and they could just parade right into the playoff in the pole position. Well, folks, thank you. We hope you enjoyed our preview of the Big 12 Conference. Iowa State has their best team ever, and this is not your normal Oklahoma team. This is a complete team capable of winning the national championship. Thank you so much for watching. If you like college football and want to see more of this, please consider liking and subscribing to our page. We appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.